So today I'm going to show you a graph. But this is a patient of mine who started with me in 2010. 2010 was the year that I started my practice in the private sector after having quit the VA. So we'll call her MK. This is her weight chart. So as you can see, 2010, 2011, all of the black dots are the visits she's made with me in the medical practice. And in 2015, I started my wellness practice. And obviously, the very first invitations were to my current clients. So I know I invited her in 2015, 2016. And eventually, in the end of 2016, she decided to join my practice on the wellness side. So throughout here, all of these appointments, I had spoken to her about her weight, about her high blood pressure, about her high cholesterol, and how her metabolic syndrome could get resolved if she just shifted how she lived her life. Now, to give you some background, she's a single woman with grown-up kids, really had underlying depression, had all of these metabolic problems. And throughout, every time she came in, because I started my training in functional medicine in 2011, 2012, I had been educating her about a different way of whether it be sleeping, exercising, and eating healthy. Now, she did start exercise somewhere here where you can see the drop. She joined a local, I guess like a YMCA, where she was doing all of the water aerobics and other stuff. And she believed that was enough. But I knew from talking to her, her diet had to change. Her underlying depression caused her to eat like a little bowl of ice cream every night. And she said, I don't want to change my diet. But something happened in 2016. Her blood pressure started going really high, and I was adding a third medication to bring her pressure down, and her cholesterol medicine had to be also increased. And she found that her blood sugars were also increasing, and somewhere something switched, and she said, you know what, I am going to join your wellness practice. She signed up. And you can see how her weight dropped. She still eats a lot of food. She tells me she sits with her friends who go to Weight Watchers, and they're counting points, or they're looking at portions. A lot of the local hospitals here have weight loss programs or reversing your diabetes programs. And they're constantly counting the amount of proteins, carbs, the points and grams and ounces. And she says, I sit there and I eat, and people ask me, how do you do that? And I say, I just eat real food. And you can see how dramatically her weight dropped. In fact, she's further dropped since 2018. So for 2 full years, she's actually maintained her health. With regards to her metabolic syndrome, it's completely resolved. No blood sugar problems. Her cholesterol medicine, she's off of that. Her blood pressure medicine, she's come down to half of what she used to be. So that still continues to be an issue. So she's joined our membership program now. She says, I want to, in the next 1 year, really get off my blood pressure medication. So that's what we're working on. So just for you guys, those of us who struggle with this insurance and functional medical practice, here's the difference that happened here. All through, she had good insurance. Remember, I'm in Michigan. Michigan has the automotive insurance. They have the teachers. They have a lot of good insurance companies. Every time I tell her, in fact, I showed her this graph. I said, did I take money from you from all of this? She said, yeah, my insurance paid. And we had good payments for her visits. She invested in her health. She was involved in her health. This was the therapeutic relationship. She led her care. She was ready. And when she was ready, when there's patient engagement, we get results. So I just want you to know, I was the same doctor throughout these years. It's got nothing to do with me. It's got to do, we have gifts we can give our patients. They have to be willing to receive. So I thought I will let you guys know this. Thank you.